Hey. How's it going, guys? Back with another stream today. Um, Playing the same list that I played on my last stream, which was a couple days ago. Got the trophy, so hopefully we can carry that momentum into this league today. I didn't play any Magic yesterday, or since that league that I streamed, but hopefully Modern hasn't adjusted too much in the 2 days. But yeah, so just gonna recap the list again that I'm playing. Just Gruul Midrange, just a lot of value, and I'm gonna say this every time. Like the reason why I'm so drawn to this deck is just subtly full of 2-for-1s. Like Kitchen Mix is 2-for-1, Glorybringer is a 2-for-1, Tyrant's Tracker, Season Pyromancer draws 2 cards when it comes to play and makes more tokens, which is like an infinite for one. Bone Crusher Giant subtly a 2-for-1, a removal spell and a beater. Um, Firebolt has been really good. It's one of the flex slots that I've been testing out. I saw someone on Twitter. His name's Igor. He's doing well with pawns also. I saw him play Firebolt. Tried myself. I'm pretty sold on it. Being able to just deal with an early threat, and then not be able to lose card advantage, and like it just turns into a 4 damage with Obosh is insane. 3 Clothis. I think Clothis is really good. Just beats mid-range mirrors. So if you run less than 3, I think it's kind of wrong. I will have a hot take. Now that I've run enough leagues with this archetype, I firmly believe Pillage is wrong. You should not be running Pillage in Gruul midrange. That's not where you want to be. I don't know if this is maybe because the meta is wrong, because there isn't any like Valakuts or Trons or I mean lack of Amulet. Maybe Amulet's still around a little bit, but like it's not this. They're not like these tier 1 big mana. Like the meta's not full of big mana. I don't think it's really that. I think it's the fact that you are a mid-range deck and you don't want to spend 3 mana on just stone ringing someone, and I can see the appeal on the upside. Like it's a huge ceiling of like you going turn 2 stone ring and then set them back on the play, but I think we are far away from a prison deck. More so, we are more of a mid range deck, which is why I'd rather fill out the deck with instead of running 3 pledge. I'd rather have like the 4th Finks, the 3rd Clothis, the 4th Glorybringer. And with 4 Glorybringers, I think we definitely want 22 lands. One of them is Keswick Wolfrun. I think I'm a huge advocate for Keswick Wolfrun. Don't think enough Gruul lists are running it. And then the sideboard, just the 5th Blood Moon effect on the sideboard, choke. I like 2 cages because of Gyruda and Uniform. I have 1 life goes on. I could probably go back up to 2 because I know there's a lot of Lur's Prowess that's picking up. I think Trinity Sphere is really good right now against all the Lur's decks and Burn. And I like just having 2 sweepers. Like I'm one of those mid-range players that likes having sweepers. Like when I used to play PGX, I like having like a diverse range of like 1 damnation, 1 explosives, or something like that. I like having at least 2. So I'm just following that rule here with 2 Anger of the Gods. I think just having access to that is pretty good. Even though it kind of kills a lot of our own things, I think against those go away strategies, I don't think we care if we sacrifice a board just to stabilize, right? But yeah, other than that, let's just give this a whirl. Hopefully we have better luck today. As good luck as today than a couple days ago. We'll see how this goes. Obosh is my commander. My commander. Companion. Sure. This hand's kind of awkward because we just have a turn 2 Season Pyromancer as kind of like. We have Gyruda. So I'm glad I have the 2 cages. Gyruda's kind of awkward here. Like I feel like that matchup is just like we just need a race, and I feel like Season Pyromancer can do that. So I mean, it could draw us into it. I mean, we have the turn 1 accelerant. I don't know if it's. I mean, I could see 6s that are better, but like against Gyruda where we have to race, I don't think it's that bad. Could be a worse 6, I think. So no Lotus Plume is good for us. That means they don't have the fastest hands. They could have Heartless Summoning, but at that point, Sprawl is pretty good too. Make red mana here. And I think here I'm just gonna discard both Bolt and the Season of Parents just to ensure that I have power on the battlefield. Don't you work? I worked all day. This is my quote-unquote break. Actually, I did a lot of work today. My eyes are actually kind of really tired. So discarding pitching the Season of Parents and Firebolt. Okay. The Bolt isn't a bad draw, because with Obosh deal 6, so like we actually have a pretty fast-ish hand, which is kind of what we need. We just need to not see a Heartless Summoning here. Okay, Pendant Prism isn't bad, because I mean they're still 2 turns away. Like, we are just the aggro deck here. Ooh, Lightning Bolt's a good draw. So that means we just win next turn. So I think we win here. I don't think there's a... I don't think I can cast Gyruda. I could be wrong. Unless they have like a Simian Spirit Guide, that'd be gross. Oh, okay. Sure. This is just lethal here with... Sweet. There's surprisingly a lot of Garuda online. I think if there wasn't, I would be on like 1 cage, 3 relics. So it's like I'm awkwardly running cages. Sadly, Trinisphere doesn't stop Gyruda. It just comes into play, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Just put a creature from, yeah, so it's not cast, which is unfortunate. The other way we can win is if we can just like Nature's Claim them too, like just randomly just get them, get their mana. I think Clothis is a little too slow. We could also just try to get him with Blood Moon, but they have like Lotus Blooms and the Pentap Prisons that we saw game 2 or game 1. I could also just see Choke, like choking them out, and just hope they just have a bunch of blue sources. I can see that as an option too, but I think we just kind of just need to mulligan to a cage essentially, or just mulligan to a hand that just kind of aggroes them out like we did there. I think for sure the Clothises are coming out just because they're a little slow. They do have the inevitability, but like I'd rather have like a Seasoned Paramount that can just actually just attack on the Fallen Winter with 4 power. I can just see cutting a Finks, or just like a Firebolt. I would just go like this. It's kind of like a cage or bust matchup essentially, or we just have a fast hand, or they just have a really really slow hand like they did game 1. Yeah, I don't think I want any chokes. I think that's like it's a situation that choke's good is just like I think I have more value in the 2 cages. this. That's great. Hey, Dolly, quiet down. It's between bottoming a forest and a firebolt. I think I'm gonna bottom the firebolt because if we go Arbor Elf and the Finks into Cage plus whatever, I think that's better. And just having the land for Obosh. Hey, quiet down. Hopefully they just don't have any artifact. Artifact hate in on us. It would be awkward if they like thought seize us, but I think if they had the thought seize, they would have thought seize us on 2, on 1. I mean, is Gyrude a demon? Oh, that's super punishing. I should have just cast the cage. I didn't realize they just boarded in Chalice against us, which is kind of bad to be honest. Hey, Dolly, quiet down. I think I just go. I guess so. I got super punished for not just casting the cage. Now I know for game 30. So I think I'm just gonna cast the Finks here. We just gotta get a clock on board. I don't think Blood Moon's gonna really do anything here. I didn't realize Gyrude was a demon. It was a Kraken with the little legs. Because they already have all the black mana for Heartless Summoning. So that's interesting. So that ramps them. So now I'm kind of incentivized to cast the Blood Moon. Okay, sure. So now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can cast Gyrude next turn. So we need to Blood Moon them now. Gets a Shell of a Cage first. I didn't realize they board in Chalice against us. That's interesting. So Blood Moon slows them down. Hopefully they whiff on a land. They actually can't cast the Gyrude because they need another blue/black source here. Or I guess they have the Pentaprison. Never mind. Never mind. What's going on? Oh, okay. Sure. How does this work? So if I crush the Bone Crush or stomp the Finks, my thing goes on the stack first. His goes on the stack second. No, so active player, not active player. So then he gets to resolve his Sphinx on mine. That's awkward. So I'm gonna stop now, and then you're just gonna copy my Arbor Elf here. Oh, that was dumb. What am I doing? I'm just not thinking. This is not what I wanted to do. Oh man, that was brutal. Okay, well. That was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to attack, and I just think I was just gonna remove it, and I just wasn't thinking. Gosh, that Chalice on 1 is just brutal. I guess that is our way to get Cage, which is kind of weird. So now, okay. So now they Gyrude next turn. We needed a. So now we just need them to whiff. This is our only way out of here. We're 2 damage short. Unfortunate. So hopefully they whiff. See, that Blood Moon is a Magus in the movie. We would have won the game, which is kind of funny. So we just need them to whiff. Rifferooskies. Yep, you got it. So you got a Metamorph, Phantasmal Image. Okay. Okay. Clever Impersonator. Strangler or Targa. So 6, 12, 17. Oh, they must have another Dragonlord or Targa. Yeah. GG's. Okay, we'll get to know. I'm glad we didn't reveal the cage though, so hopefully they don't, like, hopefully that's their only out, which is kind of awkward. I think I just go like this. They just cage them, like, okay. Just kind of like our game one hand. But, like, hopefully these, like, the Seasons of Paramancers are good. We get lucky with the Seasons of Paramancers, I guess. Hopefully they just mulligan and moving. Going to 5's good for us, obviously. Hopefully they don't have another Chalice. That'd be just dumb. Just need to aggro them out. Probably next turn, Season Paramancer, discard Mountain, whatever we topped, or Mountain and Season Paramancer. Cool. No Lotus Bloom's good for us again. Okay, Utopia Sprawl. Red. Hopefully we draw into something good with the Season Pyromancer. I mean, another, like, Elbrow for Utopia Sprawl would actually be not bad. Okay. That answers Heartless Summoning, which is good. So we have 5 mana, so we can go Glorybringer into Obosh. So that should just be enough. Sure. Urborg's kind of cute. Red. Oh, I tapped wrong. I should have added this. I would have done 6 mana. Gosh, I'm not playing it right now. So I get punished that they have that legendary land. Golly, this is not a good league. Hopefully they don't have that legendary land. I'll get punished for it. I wanted to put the sprawl on that. I just wasn't thinking. I was just thinking ahead before actually tapping my mana. didn't get punished, hopefully. Because I wanted to nurture screen the print tap prism. So they probably just clone? Yeah. My opponent can't. 4, 5, 6, 7. My opponent can't. Wow, that's okay. Luckily, my opponent is just as bad as I am. Obosh plus Bolt, so 8 plus 6 is 14. So luckily, I'm not getting punished for playing bad here. Don't do what I do, kids. That was just really embarrassing, but I'm glad I didn't get punished for that. I should have tapped the stomping ground, put the Utopia Sprawl on the forest, and I was just like thinking ahead of what I was trying to do. So I tapped the forest to make the mana when I should have just when I wanted to target it. That's what I was doing. Oh, I didn't get punished for that. Like, thank God. Just ignore that first match. Just ignore that sequencing there. Just moving on. We just got there. Don't worry about it. Starting this league off pretty good though. I've noticed that like since I do play PGX, like my win con is like Lingering Souls and like Dark Confidant, so like you don't win the game very fast, but like that is something I do like about this Gruul midrange list is the games do end pretty quick. Like you do have a pretty sufficient aggro plan of just like Elf into Finks and the Glorybringer and into Obosh, and you just like win the game. Like I won a decent amount of games on turn 4 just aggroing people out like that, which is absurd. If you tap your mana correctly, of course. Yeah, I would like to go first. Thanks. This has a lot of interaction, so I do kind of want to keep it. How's it going, Zarkai? It's a very low to medium hand. But I mean, it has a lot of interaction. My opponent did not reveal a companion, so it's kind of like, are they on Tron or like Amulet or Valakut or something like that? It's kind of concerning. I think this would be a snap keep against like a Lurrus deck, just because it does have a lot of interaction, but I don't think you can mulligan this just based on my opponent not having a companion. Start Stomping Ground. I could play Fetch Land and just fetch for a Stomping Ground, but City of Brass, so it is ad nauseum. Yeah. So this hand's pretty bad against ad nauseum. Good luck, have fun. Thank you, you too. I think it's a lot of combo decks today, apparently. I'm gonna hold up Stomp. Next turn, Season Pyromancer, hopefully to draw something. I'm just gonna go look at it sideboarding because I don't think we're gonna win this game. I can see like, oh, is that not ad nauseum? Basic Plains. Yeah, it has to be ad nauseum. Why are they running basic? Is it just? I don't think I've ever seen ad nauseum list play basic Plains. It's interesting. I'm gonna discard Finks and Bolt. Just try to draw more interaction. Hotha doesn't do anything. We just gotta hope they don't have it. Sideboarding, I assume we just bring in Nature's Claims and Trinispheres. Yeah. Simian Spirit Guide plus Ad Nauseam. This is probably one of our reverse matchups. Oh. My opponent is digging. Okay. Oh, so he just wins the game. Never mind. Never mind. Excuse me. What they name? Abandoned Reason. Let's just see their deck before we concede. Attack Negation, Ad Nauseam, Lotus Bloom, Spoils, blah blah blah. Yeah, so we're kind of on Trinster bust zone here. I do like how they have the Lightning Storm combo too, along with the Thassa's Oracle. Yeah, I don't think there's anything special. Trinisphere, maybe some Nature's Claim to slow them down. Then probably just cut the Clothuses. Kind of slow. I can maybe see like Choke or something like that, but like it's kind of the same scenario as Gary, where it's like, well, you kind of try and cheese them, but like that basic planes and City Brass will obviously have to do anything. Like I could also see maybe a Blood Moon also, but like I think it's fine. I think I'd rather have just like another threat. Unfortunately, Ad Nauseam is faster than Gyrita, so like that extra turn is what might cost us this match. Just the nature of our deck. I'm gonna Mulligan this. I need like a. I need an accelerant here, but this is not exactly what I was asking for. I could see a 4 just beating them too. Like keeping all lands in Trinisphere. Oh crap. So just keep Trinisphere in 3 lands, essentially. Yeah. Fortunately, that's the predicament we're in. Hopefully even if we like draw an accelerant, like it doesn't accelerate us into a Trinisphere. Lotus Bloom. So this Trinisphere is good against Lotus. Well, my opponent is going to be in for a surprise. My opponent does not have a way to answer this Trinisphere. I think I just nature claim this too. Might as well. Hopefully, my opponent doesn't have a way to interact with this Trinisphere. I may lose this game, but this Trinisphere getting Lotus Bloom is well worth losing this game. Oh my god, dude. Don't answer this, Trinisphere, please. I mean, like, we're like, not close to winning this game, but just the principle of this is pretty funny. Ah, they got the 3rd land, so they can pay for 1 Lotus Bloom, which is enough, actually, surprisingly. Annoyingly. Something? Sure. I'm gonna have to pay 3 to stomp them, but I think it's a good price to pay, just to get a threat. Looming doom. Pay 3. Yeah, you better pay 3. There you go. Just gonna yield to the other ones, sure. Because I do want to stop my opponent at the end of their turn. I really like Trinisphere in this deck. I think that's another card that's not played in these sideboards enough. Trinisphere does help a lot of these bad matchups out. Maybe there aren't a lot of these bad matchups in the meta, but I don't want to be naked to them, so I'd rather like actually have an answer, if that makes sense, versus just like not at all. So let's stomp. Lands would be good here, because then that way we can go like Bone Crusher and then Obosh and then just try to start like putting a dent in their life. Yeah, you do say it best. Like, we are the best Trinisphere deck. You are 100% correct. That's not good, because now they just ad nauseam and we just lose. We need another Nature's Claim here. That's not Nature's Claim. I mean, I feel like ad nauseam is decently well positioned right now, so I can see why there is this deck. I can see why our opponent would be playing it to attack the meta. And it's just funny how a deck like ad nauseam just like teeters in and out of just like playability. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Land. This is the worst Utopia sprawl I've ever seen in my entire life. So now I can't even bluff a Nature's Claim here. This is the worst Utopia sprawl ever casted ever in Magic. I mean, we luckily beat one bad matchup through my punts. If we lose this one, it's kind of karma, I guess, for me not playing it. I wanted to bluff the Nature's Claim. I don't think it, because like I think I don't think the 2 points is gonna matter when we need to Obosh, and I think I'd rather save the Firebolt. I mean, it could matter, but and it's like, well, I was bluffing last turn. I'm not bluffing it this time, so it's like I guess my plays have been counterintuitive, but so this puts my opponent to 8. Oh God, no, you know. City of Brass. Okay. GG. GG. I'm just gonna concede. Just going to concede. If I had like land into bolt after, then like just do it that way, but they obviously did that. Because they knew we tapped out. Oh wells. Move along. Yeah, now I think about it, it's probably correct just to firebolt them. My turn. Probably right. Luris. His hand is pretty bad against every Luris deck. Oh my goodness. It's on the draw too. These hands have just been horrible lately. This is really bad on the draw too, just because it doesn't kill any of the prowess triggers if we are against that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we gotta keep these 5s. So probably bottom of Magus and a land. They bottom these 2 cards. Yeah, I think we're just gonna bottom these 2 cards. Awkward. Okay, so we are on against BGX. So this is a fairly positive matchup, so we could. Oh, okay, that's greedy. Yep, 22 lands with 4 Glorybringers, and 2 Tyler's trackers. Sweet, gonna get to stomp a Tarmogoyf? That's pretty good value here. Good value. No, I like the 22 lands because I want to consistently cast Glorybringer on turn 4. It's like, I'd rather do that. Safi. Interesting. So we're on some, like, Abzan weirdo deck. I really like Glorybringer. This is kind of awkward because, like, now do we want to be more mana efficient and play Bone Crusher Giant and just, like, forget about the Safi, or do we want to just bolt it now and get it over with? I think I'm leaning towards casting the Bone Crusher Giant just to be more mana efficient, and then we can just double bolt and attack. Safi with Luris is cute. Actually, that was a misplay. I should have bolted the Safi because then they can just do Luris, bring back the Safi. So that was actually a punt. That's actually just not good. Or they can just not. Well, yeah, they're gonna cast Luris. Oh. Okay, so that's good for us. Our misplay did not get punished. I've tried Luckstruck Beast, and I don't like Luckstruck Beast when prowess is tier 1, as long as they're on Lava Dart. It just doesn't feel as good, if that makes sense. Yeah. Well, then again, they don't want to. Yeah, because they have the Sappy to protect the lure. So I played bad. My opponent also played pretty bad too. Yeah, I should have been punished. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I have kind of like a migraine right now, so it's not playing that great. Turn creature. So not thinking properly. I also don't want to play as Tyler's Tracker just for. Lingering Souls is interesting. So I think I'm gonna play the Keswick Rollfront next turn. It's probably 2 right now. It's probably 2. I don't want to play his tracker yet. I probably should just main phase bolted it, but I kind of want to see what my opponent's plan is here. This could have incentivized that they don't have another creature, because I think they would have casted it first before doing this. I mean, they could also just be Flashback Lingering Souls. That seems fine to me. Another... Oh, okay, another Tarmogoyf. Sure. What's unfortunate is we can't cast this Obosh right now based on our hand. I think I just like playing Tracker and it's just getting value. Safi is really cute with Luris. I do kind of like that tech. I don't know if it's just better than Unearth, but I keep playing against Abzan on stream. I think I just take that here. We can crack back a lot harder. And we have reach with our bolt, so I think I like just leaving that. Yeah, they like cast discard, or I could just pass. I mean, if they have removal, so they should deal with this tracker now. Okay. It's just a matter of, do I want to cast this Obosh? I do want to get the clue while we're at it. My opponent clearly doesn't have removal, so my opponent probably has like Fatal Push. So it's like, I don't mind like dealing 8. This is like Kai's Guile. Yeah. Okay, so I'll sack this Bone Crusher Giant. I can see a line where they like Fatal Push now that they lost a Spirit, and then Kai's Guile us next turn. That'd be kind of awkward. Oh, they don't have a Fatal Push, so that's a pretty big game for us. Kai's Guile again? Oh. Okay. kind of incentivized here to bolt plus stomp the Goif. Oh, Goif is small now. I like the Firebolt. Probably Firebolt plus Stomp. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could Firebolt. No, it's only land, instant. Land instant creature, so Firebolt actually wouldn't do it. So I need a Stomp plus Bolt. And then cast Bonecrusher Giant, probably. And then they'll just like Lurrus Goif back. So maybe it's correct just to like Stomp, cast Bonecrusher Giant, and then just pass and hold up Bolt. Because I think dealing with this Tarmogoyf doesn't do anything, and this Bonecrusher Giant is big enough to kill a Goyf anyway. So let's just do that. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7. We're kind of like lacking on red sources here, which is kind of annoying. Look like our opponent doesn't have a sorcery. So then this Bonecrusher Giant can block the Tarmogoyf pretty well. I think if he had a Thoughtseize, he would just snap it off, or Inquisition or something. My opponent can also just go Lurrus, bring back Tarmogoyf. That's actually a pretty good line too. And at that point, I just have to Firebolt Lurrus, and then I don't have another red source to deal with the Tarmogoyf, so I kind of have to hold back. No, Lingering Souls. These Souls tokens are getting kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Now I'm kind of have to block here. Man, Lingering Souls is doing work here. Oh. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, 6. 1, 2, 3. I think I just crack here. This Magus Sally doesn't shut off too much. I think the line here is I'm going to Firebolt one of these spirits and then play a Kitchen Finks and then just attack. Putting a deadweight on my Tireless Tracker is an interesting line. I don't think it really accomplishes anything. I guess that slows my clock down, quote unquote, but my opponent's sandbagging the Lurrus really well. I think a lot of Lurrus players are a little too anxious casting their companion. I'd probably crack a clue here and then just like I could either A, crack a clue and just like stomp and bolt, or I could just firebolt and then bolt it. It's just like, do I want to see the extra card right now? And I think the answer is yes, just so I can get into the land, get into the clue, make this Tireless Tracker bigger. Get another red source also. I probably should have bolted first and then stomped. That was a misplay there. Punt count 3. um, Trying to figure out if I want to fetch now or later. I don't think it matters too much. Because I'm thinking if I want to crack a clue at the end of my opponent's turn, or if I want to get a stomping ground tapped and save life. And I think I want to get a stomping ground tapped. That's a problem too. I guess I could exert with the Glorybringer, so it's not too bad. Targeting himself. Bobby. Okay. Leaving a spirit back. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think I'm gonna be cracking a clue next turn anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could always crack it next turn. So I don't think there's any value in getting the clue now. Or cracking the clue now, and I'm gonna be probably Glorybringering them now. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think it's the same line where I crack a clue and then Glorybringer them. block here. Utopia Sprawl is free. Thinking about just taking it. Nope. I think it is correct for them to block. They're gonna draw more cards off Bob. They kind of want the life as a resource. Thoughtseize. I wanted to also Glorybringer their Scavenging Ooze because that turns off Kitchen Fakes essentially. Sure. And here it's like they kind of have to. There's like a damage do, damage don't situation here where like if they discard the Magus, like if they discard the Spyro, then I still get the value of it. But then if I keep the Magus, then I can Blood Moon them. It kind of shuts off all their white spells, which is kind of cool. Knowing that they have 2 basic farms is good too. So now this Blood Moon is kind of useless. Okay. That was a good sequence of turns by my opponent. What? They don't have a Keswick Wolf one, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh, I'm 1 mana short. Oh, if I draw a land here, then Keswick Wolf wins me the game on the crackback. That's what my opponent's doing the math here for. Bolt would be good here too. Excuse me. This game is crazy. This is a Mulligan 5 too. That we navigated to turn 11. And we have more cards than our opponent. Well, I have to block here. Did they see our top part? They did. So it's not a burn spell, I'm assuming. Oh. Does that win the game? One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. So we're 1 damage short. So it's like, do we want to... The other conservative line is just to like play Magus and make a bunch of tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which I think I like better. I think that's the safer line. They do have the Lingering Souls in the graveyard too. But we have, see, that's the thing. So it's like, I don't want to turn my Keswick Wolf Run off. So I think I just crack the clue, see what I have, and then just make a bunch of tokens at the end of my opponent's turn. Stomping Ground. Okay. Yeah, so I think I like just making a bunch of Seasoned Pyromancer tokens. See, if we put them to 1, we wouldn't have won the game. We would have just lost. So this is like the non-greedy line, the less risky line, but I don't know. I don't. Whenever I bank on my opponent dying to their own Bob, they never die. So there you go. So it's just a matter of do I want to chump here, and I think it's one of those things where like I think I want all my tokens. That's fine. That's fine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. So again, we're 1 damage short here. No, we're not 1 damage short. We just attack for lethal now. I think at this point, I think we just not be scared. See how they block. Three, so 7, 6, 7. So I have to just go all in on it. I'm not gonna have enough mana to. Wow. So we have to play very fast. Game 2. So relics. I kind of like the angers, maybe. Do the veils. So I'm gonna have to play this next game really fast. So I'm probably gonna not talk as much. Just gonna power through it. I think against like, I think instead of last time against Jund and stuff, I like just cutting all the Arbor Elves. Um, just because it just dies more insects and you kind of don't want a dead draw late. I think I'm just going to follow that same pattern here. Keswick Wolfrun, man. Just telling you. Secret tech. Play Keswick Wolfrun. It's a good draw. Gotta play fast now. So they're probably gonna discard us turn 1. Yeah. And it's like, do you want to leave the Blood Moon or the Veil? And they leave the Veil. Interesting. They take the Blood Moon. They have the 2 fetches though, so it's kind of an interesting take. So they just have Tarmogoyf? Oh, no Tarmogoyf. Two Veils, nice. We're gonna have to play this game kind of a little slower so we can just hold up Veil. So they're just gonna have all their mana online. I don't know why they're so scared of Blood Moon. They must have just drew the fetches or something. That's interesting. Lingering Souls, sure. I think at this point I'm just gonna. I don't want to play the Stomp on the tokens here. I think I do. I kind of have to tap out for the Kitchen Finks, and then just not hold up Veil anymore. Because we need to save the Stomp for the Laris. Oh, okay. No blocks. Utopia Sprawl is good. Make a red. I feel inclined not to trade here. So I should have played the Stomping Ground. So hold up this forest for Veil. It's awkward now. Just gonna pass here. Oh, attacks. Interesting. Well, I'm just gonna play this Magus and pass. I think Kaya's Gao has each opponent written on the text, so like Veil doesn't stop Kaya's Gao, which kind of sucks. Thanks. I kind of do want that land though, but they don't know about the second Veil, which might help us. Grimflare, sure. They do have Delirium, which is kind of annoying. But we... Firebolt plus Stomp is pretty good. So now we can play Obosh next turn. I guess we could have cast Obosh this turn, but... Oh, Trophy my Magus. Oh, okay. That's not fun. One, two, three, four, five. I think it's more important to hold out Vial and hold out Lightning Bolt at this juncture of the game. We might lose our own clock here, so we gotta play fast. I gotta play fast. I can see also just argument of just playing the Bone Crusher Giants too. I think that might have been better, so I can hold a Bolt and Bone Crusher Giant. But I have this Veil too, so it's like I kind of want them just to like spend their turn killing my Obosh. So now I like attacking with this cloth, with this Obosh, right? So if I kill it, then they can't. Yeah. Start taking care of these spirits. 1, 2, 3. So play Clothis. Start winning the game with Clothis. I haven't seen any paths. It would be pretty sad if my opponent drew the path for my Obosh or my Clothis. My opponent's trying to play through the Magus, but the Magus is doing a lot of work here. Lingering Souls? Yeah, they're kind of incentivized to play Lingering Souls here. And then I can just exile the Deadweight, and then my my opponent's Grimflayer is not Safi. Sure. Cast this Deadweight. Oh crap! I tapped too much mana. At this point, I think it's safe just to stomp the Safi. Sure. So now next turn I have Lethal Bolt plus Firebolt with Clothis and Obosh. Sure. So now we just win the game. That's all my opponent does. Exile the Safi. Oops. One too much mana. Cast Firebolt. There's 3. Lightning Bolt. That's how you draw it up against these mid-range decks. Oh my god, my dogs are cuddling together. I have to take a picture. Give me 1 second. I have to use the bathroom too. I'm gonna take a quick break. I can use the bathroom real quick. 3 minutes. Alrighty. Doing not a bad start with this deck. Not a bad start, if you say so myself. Especially when those hands are just so awkward against Abzan, but that matchup's just really, really favored, so it's like, we can keep a 5 game 1 and then just a loose play game 2, and it's just like, we're okay. Handsome Valley. One of the most handsomest of handsomes is this Handsome Valley. Aluris. On the play, turn 2 Blood Moon against Aluris deck. I mean, can't go wrong with that. Hopefully they don't Lava Dart us. Don't mind the mismatched Wooded Foothills. Don't Lava Dart it. 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 No. No. Oh. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. No. So this bolt hopefully will do some work. This Kitchen Finks too. We can go Finks Blood Moon. Hopefully be okay. Hopefully we can stabilize that way. Sure. Sure. No attack? Okay, I'm going to bolt actually the Soul Scar Mage. Because it deals with my Finks a little too profitably for them. So go Finks into Blood Moon and hold up. Hopefully I draw into the land for bolt is the idea. My opponent is probably tilting that he didn't attack with the Monastery Sphere. I think I guess I get Mountain. I don't think there's a benefit for casting Stomping Ground if I'm gonna go. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get Mountain. Opponent is not letting me do anything. Bolt's pretty good draw. Cast this Kitchen Finks. Hopefully their hand is just also just full of white spells, so this Blood Moon does something. Yeah. Sure. Another Soul Scar Mage. Darn. That's annoying. They're just going off here. I think I'll block, because if I don't draw a red source for that Soul Scar Mage, that's just going to feel pretty bad. Red source. Just a fetch land would be nice here, too. Ah, thank you. So, cast the Blood Moon, so they... just do that. So now they can't cast Allures. They don't have any enchantment hate main deck. So I'm just gonna hold back on this Kitchen Finks. I'm not gonna block with it. I'm gonna hope to just cast an Obosh and then just hope to get there. Hopefully their hand is just like full of paths and just like probably bolt the Finks. Or they should. Okay. Yep. Well, there goes my line of harking back with Finks. So I think we need to draw pretty something here. Something that's okay. That'll get me an Obosh. Again, hopefully my opponent's hand is just... I know they run like Path Exile and stuff. Hopefully that's it. Oh, light up the stage. So they can't cast it. So that's a good non-hit for us. That's good for us. That is good for us. We need to draw something though. Glorybringer is something. Trying to figure if I need to exert here. I don't think I do. I'm at a high enough life total. And then like they can't bring much back. Just deal 8. And then next turn I can just try to exert next turn if I need to, if I feel inclined to do so. Like any burn spell now. I have 2 bolts, 4 Bone Crusher Giants, 1 Firebolt left. It's fine. Now they attack. Like they kind of can't attack. So you looked at their top library. You're doing math. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So Blood Moon did do work there. I'm really glad. So the Angers come in. Life goes on. Trinisphere is really good. Relics are pretty good because it stops Lava Dart and stuff. I see some people bringing like Nature's Claims and then they like target their own Clothis, and that's kind of cute. I think I'm gonna board out the 2 Maguses, probably board out the Tireless Trackers, they're a little slow. And then like trim on the Arbor Elves. So like that. If these Prowess lists ran Eidolon, I think I would like Nature's Claim more, but they don't, so I don't want to bring this in just because like the only thing I can really target is my own Blood Moon, and I don't think that's worth like gaining for life. Like 2 for 1ing myself just to gain for life, I don't think it's where we want to be. So I might just do this. Yeah. My friend actually asked me how I started Work's Prowess, so I'm just going to screenshot this real quick and then so I can send it to him. Yep. Turn 2 Clothis. On the draw is a little slow, but name red here. That's turn. Opponent could go off, which would be scary. Like this hand is good on the play, but not on the draw against a good Prowess hand. Like we need to have a little bit more removal. Core Firewalker, sure. I don't need more Clothises. That is not what the doctor asked for. Red, and then get a Clothis. Core Firewalker is pretty annoying. Like, we kind of need to draw a Kitchen Finks to block it, or a Tireless Tracker, which we boarded out. Double Firewalker, are you kidding me? Wow. So I'll pick red. Now I'm kind of tempted to just like discard this relic. I mean, it's also a free card too. I can see just like keeping the relic in play, discarding the Clothis, and oh man, that Core Firewalker is really annoying. So we need a Kitchen Fink stat to block these Core Firewalkers, or we are pretty screwed. Couldn't that made another color elemental tokens? I think that would have been nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seal of Fire. Can't yield to this Prowess trigger because we're playing a burn deck. We're gonna seal our Seasoned Pyromancer. think I'm gonna. Okay. Kind of incentivize a block here now, and I can just gain 8 with this. Life goes on, and this is why reason why I don't really like life goes on, because it doesn't really it doesn't really help this matchup that much. Like I kind of want more removal than anything. Man, a lot of lands. It's just a matter of, do I want to make tokens or play Obosh? I think I'm just gonna make tokens just to block, and then just try to like stall what this cloth is. I kind of need to draw Finks. Oh my goodness. It's drawing all these white spells. Blood Moon would be really good. Showing up all these white spells. I think I'm gonna bring in a third Blood Moon main and just to have on the play. Maybe cut one of the relics. The good news is the cloth is just definitely keeping us, keeping our head above water. Unfortunately, the anger of the gods doesn't deal with these duders. Sweet. More fodder for the anger's good though. I'll take it. Because we can't block these core firewalkers anyway. Sure. There's a lot of triggers. We kind of a nightmare to do this in paper. Luckily we were ahead on clock too. My opponent only has 2 cards in hand. We can't make tokens, which is kind of awkward, but I don't think that's where we are in this matchup right now. Gosh, protection from red is pretty good. I also can't usually use this relic either. Go to 6, go up to 8, because we kind of need cards in the graveyard for the Clothis, so it's kind of awkward. Sure. My opponent's definitely winning the race, but not over yet. My opponent's gonna go 31. I can go to 4. So my opponent has 2 burn spells. That's game over. So my opponent doesn't have 2 burn spells. We can crack back pretty hard. Okay. Just a land, please. That's not a land. But I think that's a fine card for them to just have. Oh no. The mountain, short on red sources. So then now our clock is gone. So now we kind of need a kitchen finks. We need a green creature to combat these core firewalkers. Man, we are just drawing a lot of lands too. Two, three, four, five. I think we just have to attack. One, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 8. So we can make tokens and exile and see and exile with relic. And see if we draw a kitchen finks here. That's not a kitchen finks. I think we're just dead here. Gosh, we needed a finks real bad. Man, oh man. I think it's roll back. I don't think we really need the third blood moons. I think they're just lucky that they drew both core firewalkers. I assume they have 4. Never lucky. I think I'm just gonna roll this back. I don't think I want any more else on the play. I didn't see any lava darts though, but I assume they have it. They just haven't drawn it. I think I'm just gonna roll this back. This is a Mulligan. Man, I mean, I could stomp. Keep this bot on the anger. It's gonna be a painful fetch. I'm only gonna go to 5 when this hand is like okay. Really need a third land here. It's not off a fetch, which is good. Because we can just exile the Swiss Sphere immediately. We need a third land right now. And Clothis can kind of start doing work. Oh god. Come on, land. Please. Please give me a land. What do I do for a land right now? And this is one of the situations where like people are like, why are you running 22 lands? And this is a situation where you just need to hit a land drop. You need to cast your spells on curve. You can't not play your 3 drops on turn 3. Hello? Is it my net or is it my opponent? That is the question. Thank you. Thank you very much. Awkward because... No, I guess it's not that awkward. I can just make this red mana with Clothis. So we're gonna go to 13. This is really brutal. Gosh, we really need a Kitchen Finks. Whenever we play against these Prowess decks, I never draw a Kitchen Finks. It's very, very annoying. No, light up the stage. Make red mana. Play a land for turn. Gain 4 life. Draw 2 cards. I could see an argument for just playing Bone Crusher Giant and then like holding up that life goes on. But I think I just want to draw into Kitchen Finks. Thank you. I also just want to start gaining life with this Clothis just to like start combating the stupid core Firewalker. Can't really F6 because I want to make sure I exile the Seal Fire with my Relic. I'm going to take a lot of damage. Lava Dart. I'm going to take a lot of damage. Ya golly. Hopefully my opponent does not have a path. Man, they're just going off. Oh man, that's pretty good. Nine. I'm gonna exile the light up the stage, even though that's kind of counterintuitive. Because I need to gain the 2 life here. gain another 2 life here. Could exile this first. I think I like that. Exile it first, and then make them ping me, and then I can play this Arbor Elf into this Lava Dart. Oh, they just never did it. So that's pretty good value for my relic. Man, this game, like, I feel like we're really behind. Oh, now we're definitely really behind. Guess we get red. Man, we really, I guess Blood Moons are, I guess I should have ordered Blood Moons just shut off path. I think I have to block here. Exile and light up the stage. Pretty good. Another Swiss Sphere. Man, this is pretty tough. Hopefully they don't have another land. They go Lors plus Abbott. That would be pretty bad. We didn't play into that, but we kind of just, we can't like not take that line. Lucky. So now we're kind of at the point where we are kind of trading land drops here. Oh man, another light up the stage? God damn it. I don't see the argument for not casting the other one. I think we just cast Obosh here and just try to win next turn with Glorybringer. Hopefully they just don't have a removal spell. Yep. Alright, hopefully they just don't have a path. And they don't exile our Obosh. That's a good sign for us. They're just digging. Please. And do another Abbot. That's actually fine. So if they go into a land. Sure. They cast a Swiss Sphere. That's fair. It's kind of a greedy play, but they did not get punished. I think we have to make use of our mana here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Or if I cast Glorybringer now, attack, they go to 12, 8. I think I just have to cast Glorybringer here. Do I just die though? Block, block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A bolt is 8 plus 3. Any burn spells like plus 6. I could also just block with Clothis too, so I think I just have to be a little aggressive here. And just hope they don't draw anything. Hopefully the hand is just all lands. They could just cast Luris too. So this is just lethal next turn. I feel like there's a lot of draws where I just die, but like I need to win. I need to present a board state where I just win next turn. That is good. Because like me making tokens next turn doesn't really accomplish anything. Oh moly, 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 moly. Oh god, Lava Dart, really? That's a lot of damage. And I'm just dead. 4, 8, 12. Wow. Oh my god. If Lava Dart was a top deck, that would is just absurd. No attack? 4, 8, 12. Just dead, I think. I don't. I think I probably should have cracked the relic in response to see if I drew a bolt, so I live. Oh man, Anger would have been good there too, but oh wells. Hopefully, we can finish this league strong. House is pretty tough. Maybe I'm sideboarding wrong. Maybe I need the third Blood Moon. Just to shut off their white spells. Yorion. Interesting. There's a lot of Yorion decks online, which is so it's kind of hard to distinguish. Like if you see an Obosh, it's kind of obvious. Whoa, Aether Vial. What? What abomination are we playing against here? Dog outside's going crazy. Kind of interesting. They have Ghost Quarter, Aether Vial. So they're like light on lands? Okay, well they just have the Sacred Foundry. Did they just not want to take 2? That's interesting. Stoneforge Mystic. So he's Stoneforge Mystic Yorion. Interesting. Red white. So I have 4 mana next turn, so we can attack with the Kitchen Finks and then just stomp. The Stoneforge Mystic. I'm assuming they're not gonna block. I don't know what one drop they could have. I could be kind of scared of Thalia the next turn, but I don't know if they're gonna have a. I don't know if this is a Thalia deck with Yorion. This is an interesting Yorion deck. Sword of Feast and Famine. Interesting. Clothis is a good draw too. I think I'm kind of incentivized to stomp here. There's nothing in the graveyard to like. I don't want to sacrifice this elf either, just in case they do have a 1-drop, so I'm just going to hold back with the elf. Oops. I tapped wrong. My bad. So I'm kind of scared of like a first striker, like I said, like Thalia or something, but Feel the Ruin. Okay. So now I think I play as Clothic, so now the Stoneforge Mystic is just like live. And I need this Clothic to go up to double red, if anything. He has this Clothic. What 2-drop do you have? No 2-drop. Good to know. Surprised they don't want to. I guess they're not. I guess that Ghost Quarter is nice for the Kesagul run for them. Sword. Sure. So they just have a 3-drop. I think I'm gonna just play Glorybringer here. And if they have Path, they have Path. Because like this Blood Moon isn't really doing anything. And if they have the Path, then we can just go play Obosh next turn. They have another Path, which is fine. So it's like red, white, Yorion. Spyro. We're getting stuck on red again, which is kind of annoying. I've never been stuck on red before until this league where I'm getting stuck on red twice now, which is kind of annoying. But what are you gonna do? Hopefully my opponent just does have anything. They're kind of incentivized just to tap out and then they can equip. Black and green, I mean, our Bone Crushing Giant can block it, which is good. I don't mind discarding my Seasoned Pyromancer. Hopefully we get a red source here so we can go Seasoned Pyromancer plus Bone Crusher Giant. Huh. Why would they flicker that? Interesting. Oh, okay. It was like a red-white taxes Yorion list. Yorion plus Seasons of Pyromancer is pretty sweet. Huh. So now they can exile the Clothis. Can't even play the Seasoned Pyromancer. I'm just gonna concede. They're just gonna equip the sword to Yorion. I guess the Nature's Claims are okay. Just because it deals with the sword, deals with the Aether Vials if we do get to Blood Moon them. They had like Stoneforge Mystic, Yorion, Flicker Wisp. Probably cut a Magus for a Moon. Maybe just completely cut the Magus, just because they have paths for it. I think going like this is fine. Tripping a Firebolt and a Magus. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how we can more effectively combat the prowess matchup. I think it's more 50-50, and maybe we need to hedge a little bit more towards it. More specifically against like core Firewalker. Maybe it's time to like bring back the Love Struck Beast. Because Love Struck being with a just stonewall a core Firewalker is pretty good. Or maybe I just Cyber. Maybe I just need to just aggressively Blood Moon them just so they can't cast any other white spells, so it shuts off path and stuff. Maybe that's how we just need to combat it. Just the Arbor Elves are just kind of just really bad, just because it just dies Love Dart, which is really annoying. I said my deck. Thanks. Turn 2 Blood Moon. My opponent also just led with Ghost Quarter, so it's just like, did they just not have another land? That'd just be absurd. This hand is... That 7 was bad. This 6 is just okay. I'll just put the Forest back. Sparring Vantage. Sure. I think I gotta hold up Stomp. If they like go Stoneforge Mystic, we just have to hold up Stomp. I don't think our life total matters too much in this matchup. I do think a lot of the Yora matchups are just bad matchups for us. Well, I'm glad I hold up Stomp. Crash Bone Crusher Giant. This isn't. Hopefully, this is somewhat fast enough to get under the Orion. Wow. No third land. Okay. Yes. Let's just get a mountain. Now we get Tracker. Hopefully the Tracker takes over the game. If they path the Bone Crusher Giant, it makes me feel like they have another path. Hopefully they just whiff on a third land drop again. Sweet. I'll take it. Blood Moon. At this point, I think I attack and see I'm assuming they don't have. I don't think there's a two-shot that can block properly with this tireless tracker. I'm kind of assuming that they don't have. So I'm just gonna cast all the cards in my hand. This Bloodwind isn't really doing too much, but then hopefully it just shuts off double white spells. This is what I'm hoping. So now we gotta be aware of like Flicker Wisp and the like. Giver. Glorybringer's a good draw, I'm not gonna lie. The question is, do we exert here? 4, 7, 10? I think the answer is no. I guess this doesn't play directly into the Flicker Wisp. Like, Flipper Wisp is how we just lose. Because they can just, like, exile the Glorybringer and then, like, block our tracker. I don't think we can just not do this. Oh, okay. Oh, they had the Flicker Wisp too, and they discarded it. Well, now they can just trade with Tireless Tracker, so that's kind of annoying. But I think we drew enough cards off the tracker, so now our kind of win condition is just Glorybringer. And they took the Finks too, so that's fine. Like, I think I'll take that trade. So now, like, Obosh is lethal next turn. So them discarding Flickers kind of means that they have another one. They put it up to 4, so like Restoration Angel is kind of on our radar too now. So now that I know I have Clothis, I kind of just want to just attack with this Glorybringer and then just like crack a bunch of clues and play Clothis. I can also just crack a bunch of clues now just to see what we have access to. Because I don't want to expose our Obosh yet. They have the path, that's fine too. Yeah, that's fine. Because at this point, like, our win con is Clothis. Oops. I actually don't even want to like turn Clothis into a creature at this point. Just so it doesn't die to path. Luckily, Aether Vial doesn't Vial in Yorion. That would be absurd. Okay. do they have here? That's not that big of a problem, I don't think. Famous last words. Sure. Like I said, Clothis is our main win condition here. So, Lightning Bolt wins the game. Glorybringer. Exile the Season Pyromancer. Hmm. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. So we could crack another clue just to see what we have. And we can have 2, 3, 8. So we still have enough mana to crack a clue. So if we have a bolt, and we can bolt plus Obosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so I think let's just crack a clue first, just to see what we have. So this does turn on our paths, but like if our opponent's path, but like I think they have to deal with this Glorybringer or they just lose too. Drew a lot of lands this game too. I mean, this Clothis isn't blocking, so I'll just attack. It's like a Restoration Angel. Oh man. So we just need to hope they don't have the other two paths. Oh, now and I can just like. They're just gonna knock block with the Restoration Angel. That's fair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're not dead yet, but now we definitely need a burn spell off the top. I could also see Atlanta just playing the Obosh instead of Glorybringer. I think that might have been better, because that way our Clothis deals. No, it doesn't really matter at that point because we can just Obosh and then Firebolt. So it's like, because only one of the burn spell theoretically isn't enough. So my opponent now has a 2-turn clock at this point. But just chooses not to do that. So we need a burn spell off the top. Burn spell. That is not a burn spell. I think it really matters. Maybe it'll look like a wisp. The good news here is we're not, if I'm doing the math right, we're not dead yet. Because this Clothis now deals 4, so if my opponent doesn't have anything, my opponent probably has Kiki Jiki in his deck now because he put Vial up to 5. So we just need to dodge one path draw and we're okay. Holding up the Sprawl, there's no value in just playing it. I'd rather just bluff a burn spell or something. Oh, I guess a burn spell wouldn't be. A burn spell would just be lethal. This game is getting interesting. We're actually behind, but really behind. But if my opponent doesn't have anything, then we are okay. My opponent spent 2 paths, one on a Bone Crusher Giant, one on a Glorybringer. What is this? Just a Seasoned Pyromancer? I'll take a Seasoned Pyromancer. I mean, it could draw him into Kiki Jiki, but out of 62 cards. Unlikely, but famous last words. I don't want to be a Kiki Jiki. And I'll be very sad. Huh. Okay. Take 7. I go to 5. 4. Oh, 9. Oh, that's just lethal, huh? 7, 8, 9. That's just lethal. Wow. Forgot these Thopters flew. Oh, that's brutal. Didn't have the Nature's Claim. We had draws to win the game, too. Just unfortunate that we didn't. GG's. I don't know if my opponent sees that, but that's GG's. Just a burn spell off the top would have been nice, but it's okay. It's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So just to recap, we beat Gyruda, lost Ad Nauseam, beat Abzan, lost to Prowess, and then lost to Yorion. It's fine. It seems like a fine league. I mean, it's okay. I think if we really wanted to hedge our bets against Prowess, we would have some Love Struck Beasts in here, being able to just block. Having something that we just can't block Core Firewalker and they just dealt 2 damage every turn was kind of brutal. So I can see maybe Love Struck Beast being better than Tyler's Tracker in this deck. Maybe that's something I'll just try later. But I do like the Tyler's Tracker. it's just one of my favorite cards, so it's hard to cut it, but it might just be good right now in this meta. Other than that, I appreciate everyone for tuning in, guys. I'm gonna actually raid the Modern Streamers League here. Um, appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you guys like what you see, please follow me on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/KODiamonds. And my Twitter is twitter.com/KODiamonds22. Appreciate it, guys. Take it easy. Bye. Let's see if I did this command correctly. Actually, let me make sure this is correct. Hopefully I did that correctly, or if it's like, sure. I don't know if I did that correctly or not. Sweet. Take it easy, guys. Hope you guys will be tuning into the Modern Streamers League. Bye.
He doesn't have enough mana, right? Okay, he won't lose now, like in this turn, but based on this position and zero cast hand, like we're done possible to know that, like, just putting counters on Ballista would be enough. Oh, it goes to flagship. Vote! Hell yeah! Vote it up, baby. Woo! Okay, and also kind of important that card blocks Butter's card equity. So return ability, so this Butter's card is now a blank. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like if you equip, yeah, I imagine that was his plan, I guess, to like somehow for the Leon Arbiters to survive and then to equip the Battle Skull. But yeah, I without destroying Tron, I don't really know how you get out of that. Yeah, that's true. I guess even with destroying Tron, you can't get out of that anyway. So that's we see a pretty straightforward match right there. Yeah, but that is the power of Eldrazi on the planet. I like this. He assembled Tron, but because the deck is well prepared to play without Tron, his mana cap wasn't that high. So Eldrazi Tron player was able to cast multiple spells per turn. So exactly. It's different to Big Tron where they just try to make all of their mana and then just cast one big thing. And Tron, once they make all their mana, they will cast multiple smaller things that will hopefully add to a lot. Sometimes they don't add to that much, but still. Yeah, like Terrific Tron into 2-1 very shapers. Yeah. Never play 2. Turn 3 double mana reshaper is like hot fire. But yeah, we are gonna hopefully see an exciting game 3 over here. And oof, this is an interesting opener. This is an exciting turn. I thought. Spider's not sure about it. Yeah, power of the Vial plus throwing lance. But he practice? What? I was pulling up no card. Okay, I understand that Arbiter on the play is good because it stops map, but you know, you have to throw a lance to do that, okay? He's not happy about it. He knows about it. He doesn't love it. Okay, one time. Go for it. The whiskey. That's brutal. And the worst part is this is field corner. It's not even a ghost corner. So it's not like he can go exactly